A well-stocked pantry is indispensable. It means when 6 p.m. rolls around and you think, what the heck is for dinner tonight? You've got this assortment of options to pull from. Now, obviously you need to keep a well-stocked fridge and freezer, but today we're gonna talk about my favorite pantry items to keep so that you never have an emergency before dinner time. Get yourself a great selection of oils. So an olive oil is key. You could tell this is the biggest one here because it's the one I use the most. You could get an extra virgin for things like salad and a regular olive oil for cooking. Then I love to have an olive oil spray. I use it for pans, for cookie pans. I use it for omelets. Then of course I have coconut oil, which I use not only to moisturize my hands, but also for lots of baked goods, for dairy-free options. Also really great for sauteing. And then there's accent oils that give flavor. So there's toasted sesame seed oil, and I love a really good black truffle oil to just add a little bit to pastas and gives it a really fun kick. Next up are vinegars. Stock them up as much as you can. I love apple cider vinegar and balsamic vinegar. I use a white vinegar in a chicken adobo recipe, a Filipino recipe, because it's really neutral. I love flavored vinegars too. So if you have an oil and vinegar place nearby, I think at home I have something like a mango vinegar or something, and it just infuses salad dressings with such deliciousness. So stock up on those. I always love to have a gluten-free tamari. If you don't care about gluten, just any kind of soy sauce for things like stir fries or adding salt to any kind of dishes. I use this all the time after years living in Asia. Soy sauce is a staple in our house. A Dijon mustard for absolutely everything. I use it as a condiment for chicken and for salmon. I use it in almost all my salad dressings. I use it to jazz up marinades. Chicken marinades, veggie marinades, best thing ever. We go through this like crazy. It's no secret I love Sriracha. I also really love Sriracha mayo, although I don't have mayo on my list because I'm starting to streamline out of mayo, but Sriracha is key. We even just had some scrambled eggs with Sriracha this morning. It really just adds flavor to everything. And no good mom doesn't have maple syrup. My kids go through this far too quickly for my liking, but we use it for pancakes. I use it for baking, in oatmeals, to sweeten up salad dressings. Huge, very, very important. I keep this in various different forms. Love it. When I'm not sure what to make for dinner, I whip a little bit of gluten-free pasta up with some store-bought marinara and cheese, and dinner's served, and everybody, especially my 4 kids, are happy. And of course, I always keep some store-bought marinara sauce. One of the things I love to do is jazz up store-bought marinara sauce. So I saute a whole bunch of vegetables and fold them into the sauce, and then it becomes a healthified version of a store-bought sauce, and people think that you made it from scratch. Here's a random thing I keep in my pantry. Some garbanzo beans, and you might be thinking, what the heck would I do with garbanzo beans? Well, so I have a really fun dinner where I saute onions, some curry powder and cumin, add a can of garbanzo beans, and serve it over some quinoa or some brown rice. It is so good. Even my kids will actually eat garbanzo beans from a can. You can use them to garnish some store-bought hummus or tahini. They're just a really flexible, versatile thing. I roast cauliflower in the oven or veggies with some of these, throw them into soup, so loaded with goodness and some great ideas. And then of course I have a lot of other canned things for emergencies. I have canned tomatoes, I have canned coconut milk, which I use in curries, in stir fries, in smoothies, in dairy-free ice creams. And then I always love to keep some canned pumpkin, not only because I make pumpkin pie and cookies, but because I love folding them into muffins and I love folding it into pancakes, and you sneakily healthify the pancakes by adding some pumpkin, and you don't have to roast it, and it's really, really good from the can. So load up on that. I have a great recipe for tuna on the website, and one of my secrets is that I use canned tuna in olive oil. Why? Because water is a waste when it comes to tuna. Olive oil elevates the flavor. All you have to do is add a little salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of Dijon mustard, and it is so, so good. Just be careful about overeating your tuna because of mercury. And finally, I love to keep tortillas in the pantry. Sometimes they'll keep extras in the freezer. Corn tortillas or regular tortillas, I use them for sandwiches. I make crisps with them that we throw on top of salads. Super quick and easy roll-ups. Really, really good thing to get. For a complete list of all my favorite pantry staples, get my cookbook. I also have things like ingredient swaps and things you can do instead, how to stock a flexible pantry, live a more flexible life.